Oh my gosh.
And Curry
Okay.
with the stuff.
Never mind. I stand corrected.
And right off the tip, they get the early offense. Defense looks like it might be running late tonight.
Hey.
Throws it down.
And how?
Oh yeah, bro. Whoa. The babe.
About the splendid floor
That's-
vision
yeah,
from
that's
Antetokounmpo. A
babe.
good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Well, you know, that's good.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And
Foul.
has grown very well into his role
Foul.
with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
What this team, bro?
Albuquerque's shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he can't get the first one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Are you serious, bro?
Tries again. Gets the
Time.
front of the rim and out.
We're good.
Down low. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no
Fine.
messing around
What?
in the finish. He powers it through. Now, here's Hart. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Now here's Williams. Inside. Clock at 6. Will it go? And Curry pulls it down. Here's Shireman. Outside Jackson. Shoots from the corner. Kicks it out to Maxey. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Jordan. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. Back to Edwards. Jordan with it. He's covered by Maxey. Lets it fly. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Curry with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And here is Hart. Offensive rebound. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Maxey. From downtown. Shireman, good. Shireman's got 5 points so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Offline with his 3. Albuquerque trails by 10. Pass to Williams. That's good. And it's Wembanyama with the assist.
That's just
Late,
smart
dude.
basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Yeah, you're absolutely.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here is Jordan. No good with the layup.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Antetokounmpo. That shot missing. Here's Jackson. And the layup is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Back to Edwards. And here's Giannis from outside. No one near Maxey. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. They lead by 14. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. They trail by 14. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And they pick up 2.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Dunn with it. In the corner, George with it. Dunn looking over the floor. And the jumper is on the mark.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
To the wing on the left. From past the arc. Hands it from downtown.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here. Outside Edwards. Over George. Albuquerque again can't hit it. Pass to Hardaway. Jackson with the screen. From deep. And Hardaway Jr. is good for 3. Hardaway has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For 3, Edwards. Albuquerque again can't hit it. George with the ball. Picked up by Rodman. Out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball. Here's Williams. To end the run. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Pass to Jackson. George with no one around. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Dunn. Drops in the tray. Dunn's got 10 points here in the second half.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well. This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Dunn outside. Here's the 3. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Now Burke. Jackson from long range. They grab their own miss. Back to Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And when Dunn finds his comfort zone, his team is all the more dangerous. Just an unreal scorer
who continues to add new wrinkles to his game.
To the middle. Here's Burke. And slam dunk by Burke.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. Now here's Williams. And here's the fast break. And the basket by Jackson.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long, everyone. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. The fans making some noise here at the Knicks Arena. The New York Knicks are getting settled in. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from three. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
Over in the corner, Dort. Back to Hartenstein. Towns with the defensive effort. New York with the ball. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, thanks, Kevin. I did talk to New York's head coach. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Hart after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Dort. The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
And the dunk by Towns.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Now, here's Dort. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
The kick out to Anunoby. It's Hart on the wing. Towns down low. It's deflected. And here is Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Brunson outside. And he comes up with the deuce.
Now, this is what makes Jalen Brunson special. You've got to knock down contested shots. Mr. Brunson up to the task.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Outside, Dort. He's looking for Hartenstein and finds him. Towns with the defensive effort. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all missed significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Now Williams. Pass to Caruso. And no good. Towns with the defensive effort. The Knicks leading by 4. Now here's Brunson. It's Hart on the wing. Towns with it. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Achua. With 1 on the clock. Pass to McBride. No good on the triple. Thunder trailing by 4. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Gilgeous-Alexander has that ability to adjust in midair, take the contact. That is nicely done.
And New York making a change here. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Good work there as it goes.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Caruso. Pass to Wiggins. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by Achua.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
McBride misses the three. The shot missing. And so it's the New York Knicks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Wallace. A three-pointer off the mark. George, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy, and we thank you for the report. Back to Wiggins. Goes up from the top of the key.